on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it. And this is how we do it. On the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show.
Where's JJ at?
Hey, 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 Cordell, what's going on? How you doing, everybody?
Where's JJ? JJ here?
Can we start the show
What's up,
before we get
Cordell?
to
What's up, John?
all
Oh,
that?
JJ, we need a theme song, JJ. You help us out
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
other than this
Hi,
Donna
everyone.
Smith show stuff.
This is Donna Smith, aka Lady D, my lovely panel, John, Ben, Cordell, that's here today. We're here to bring you some grown folk talk and fun on a Sunday. Table talk is what we call it, where we lay on the table how we want it, when we want it, and why we want it. And we
Got some oil
also
too?
to give us your feedback, to let us know how you feel.
Yeah, on the table with some hot oil.
And please like, share, and subscribe this channel and this show for sure. I'd like to also say that whatever we discuss and talk about today, we're not meant to offend anyone. We're just having grown folk dialogue and conversation. No one's being judged. No one is being made fun of. And just because we may not totally 100 agree, we are in a grown type of way on one accord. Thank you for being a part of what we do. So with that being said, welcome to the Donna Smith Show, Grown Folk Talk. Okay. And you know what we do before we get started, y'all. We got to do our toast to the hostess with the mostest. Where them
Is
cups at?
JJ here?
JJ.
Is JJ here?
JJ is not here yet, Ben.
JJ, can you help us with a theme song for our start of our show, please? Thank you.
JJ will be here soon.
We click
And
it.
a theme song is coming. Right now, it's my song. Hello. Let's click. Click. Yes. Benjamin, you need a straight shot.
Nah, I'm good. Shot of water is good enough for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Straight. Yeah, put it in there.
Straight water, baby. Straight water.
Is that rosé?
Yeah.
What up, JJ?
Body armor.
What up, JJ?
Strawberry banana.
He done called you out of your sleep. I know you was taking a nap.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said
no.
we need a theme song. We need you to make a theme song for us. So Donna ain't singing
Ben been calling your name since before I clicked on live. Where's
we need
JJ?
We need JJ.
Where's JJ?
You gotta make us a theme song, JJ.
JJ needs to make us a theme song.
I do, but I was thinking about using your voice and just putting it over a beat. I could auto-tune it and everything.
My voice is always available to use, darling.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
It's going to be an interesting show today. Yeah.
Y'all is a hot man.
It's good to see y'all, though.
JJ, thank you for coming on, and thank you, everyone, for being here today. We are ready to have some fun, you guys. It's been a long week. I believe it was a couple of earthquakes. Did you guys feel them?
I heard about them. I heard about them all the way out here.
Yeah, they've been, they miss me because I usually feel every little boom, boom, boom. But I didn't feel. Did you feel them, John? Cordell?
I actually do.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
I ain't missing no sleep over a little.
I wake straight up. I think one we had at 3-something in the morning. I was like, what was that?
Hey, if it ain't nothing falling inside of here, it ain't waking me up.
If nothing hit you in the head, you good, huh?
I'm good.
Well, you gotta get under the door leg, or you gotta get under a table,
or get under the
Do
covers
not
a
run
little more.
outside. A lot of
Here you
people
go.
want
You
to
telling
run.
folks this. We
A
ain't
lot
had
of
no
people want to.
earthquake like that in 30
No,
years.
you got to get unsafe shelter, and so that something could cover you, so that
Man, no
stuff is
earthquake
not
like that in 30
falling
years.
on your head.
What you do if you what if you just parked your car under one of them garages that's on stilts? What you do when you're in that situation?
You better
I'm
start
sorry,
it up and
it
go.
went dark. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it.
Start it up and go,
I think
baby.
I probably have to go back out.
Make sure your
Well,
I mean, I don't
make sure
know. That
your
may
insurance
it may
policy
save
is
your
active.
life by being underneath like that, you know? I don't know. But
Okay.
then again, remember in 1989 when we had the
That's why I
Lord Creator,
mentioned it.
that when we had that
Mhm.
earthquake and the Cypress Freeway collapsed,
Right.
that didn't save lives, you know? So
Well, I want y'all to know I joined what's out there in Oakland. It's called Citizens of Oakland Respond to Emergencies back in 2009. And I downloaded their core manual. This is the core 2 manual. They have 3 courses, and I took all 3 of them, and it's for disaster planning. And
Mhm.
that's on a more serious note. And it teaches you about delegating tasks, and really, they don't want you to know about this right now. They don't want us to be for our community. You know, they want us to be stupid. And the information wasn't readily available to everybody. They did like maybe a few mentions on KBLX back in the day. That's how my mom found out about it. And she took her course in 2008. And then she strongly encouraged that while I wasn't working at the time, to take my course in 2009, which I did during the summer. They teach you just basic triage, fire planning, and training, just the whole everything you need to know. And the program started after that Oakland Hills fire.
well, how long is the training?
I went through the training. I want to say it was about 4 weeks. So they can't really, they kind of had to rush through everything, but everything that you really need to know is in the manual, even down to how to turn off your gas lines to prevent fires. So it was put in place to enable people, you know, because emergency crews couldn't get to everybody right away, especially during the '89 quake and during that Oakland Hills fire. So and then they kept moving the classes around, so that wasn't really available to the poor communities. There was a problem with that. So
Is it teaching you things to do in the midst of the disaster, or to prepare you before a disaster?
Absolutely. It's
Before.
preparedness. It's all about preparedness as far as before, but it teaches you what to do while you're in the situation as well. And I'm well overdue for a refresher course, but they don't have nothing like that out here in Colorado, to my
Right.
knowledge.
Mhm.
So
Right.
Yeah, we did the one after the earthquake, and it was a trip because we had the live. Did y'all have the live play action where people were out bloody? We had there were people
yeah,
we did it
I
at
was
Treasure Island.
okay.
And
Yeah,
one
we
was
had
at,
ours.
and Presidio.
We had ours near Alameda before that bridge. I want to say High Street, but I could be wrong. I could be. It was so many years ago, but yeah, I was. Unfortunately, I didn't get to be on site outside with everybody. I had to be with the radio dispatch people, and that's a whole nother experience within itself, because you know what we learned was there was a lot of lack of communication going on. People weren't describing everything. All we have are these walkie-talkies, and so we're not able to instruct people properly on what to do because we can't see what's going on. So that was the major lesson we all learned.
Wow. Well, that's a good, thanks for sharing that, JJ.
Yes.
So if one is interested, they can just Google Core 2 manual. Can you just
No,
purchase
they
it?
can Google is the Oakland Core program, and
Cert program too. The
okay.
cert program get you certified.
Okay, and it's Communities of Oakland Respond to Emergencies. That's what CORE stands for. And I believe they still have classes, and if not, you can at least
They do.
download. You can at least download the manual. I downloaded mine and printed mine out. It cost me $100.
Man, you got a little binder and everything. Go ahead, bro.
It'll let you know how dedicated I am to preparedness.
It cost
So-
$100 for you to
To print-
download and print
No,
all
it,
that.
it cost me $100 to print it. It was free to download, but I went to my local UPS office and asked them to print it for me. It's 200 pages.
Wow.
Yeah, I met the lady that runs that program. She came to our resource center office, and they willing to give anybody. It was a hard time because I was trying to get that cert class. She gave us stickers and everything to put in the windows and on the ground, and she said the class is like 8 weeks or 10 weeks or something like that, and you need to get somebody in the class. I can help you out to get that because I know who to do and her number and everything now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
they take you to the fire station and you fight fires and all kind of crap. They take you to the way I'm talking about, JJ, off of 880.
Yeah,
They take you over into the tower. Yeah,
that's exactly.
Did you take the class?
I took the whole class.
Oh, that's what's up. How was the
it
class?
Was free. It was cool. It was nothing like I experienced in my life, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I just don't remember exactly. You put me in Oakland, I remember exactly how to get there. It's just I can't describe it in my head right now.
Yeah, they got a little fire tower off of 880. It's right there near the what they call it, Brooklyn Basin or whatever. It's right there. Yeah,
well, that's something nice. I think we all should be aware and try to take a class like that just to, because I mean, how many people don't know how to turn off their, go and turn off their, what is it?
Turn off their gas, turn off their water, because you can have a major water leak.
Or your water.
It's storing water, making sure that you have enough food supply, making sure that you have an emergency kit. That's a requirement for me as a caregiver to have an emergency kit available in case there's a fire in the building I live in. I got to be able to grab that and get up out. I
got my emergency kit too. One at work and one at home.
Right, I got it. I normally
right next to right under my desk.
Right, when I have a car, I keep one in the car because you never know where you at. You might be in a situation. So I bought me a fire extinguisher because they got a fire extinguisher holder in my building, but somebody broke into it and never replaced it.
Oh, so my goodness!
I made sure. Hey, I'm not playing with that. I made sure I got a fire extinguisher on me, and I'll replace it in a couple of years if I need to.
Yeah, I purchased it's a small one, but I do have one in case, and I do think they expire and you do have to replace them.
You got to keep replacing them.
I think most of them have either a 3-year or a 5-year lifespan on them. So, most commercial buildings normally get inspected by the area chief annually. So I don't know what it is out there in Denver, but that building owner could get fined for not replacing that fire extinguisher. So,
I believe that.
Building. Yeah,
we have contract with this fire company. When I was working with John Stewart, we had this contract with the fire. They come out and recharge the fire extinguishers.
Yeah,
put new tags on them. But they, when you do your inspection with the fire marshal, what they do is they give them that thing, and they make their appointment to make sure they get out there around that time. And they don't be playing, even if you don't open the door in time. Shoot, when they come, they don't play.
Yeah.
I bet.
They went off on this one girl. You might know her, Donna. You might know her. She was one of the managers, and she was like, "I'm coming," and she always talked crazy to people, and she was talking crazy. And he got in her face and said, "Look, when I say open this door and let me Oh, he went off. I will psych this thing out like it. He didn't. I was like, oh my
It ain't
God.
nothing to play with, you know.
No,
It's really not.
you gotta have your
It's
paper.
really not.
It's a matter of life and death in a matter of seconds if you don't do the things that you need to do. So,
Do you have your comfort item? You gotta have a comfort item in your kit, JJ.
Nah, I don't have no comfort items. It's all seriousness. Like
You gotta have a comfort item.
now
Because
what's a comfort item like your puppy?
it could be a book, it could be a stuffed animal, it could be, for me, I have a harmonica in one of mine. I don't know how to play the harmonica.
For me, I need a cup of
But
coffee.
while I'm blowing on it, it's taking your mind away from stuff. From
That's
what
good. That's
you
a good
say?
thing to consider, Minister John. I'll consider that.
What you say, Donna?
I need a cup of coffee.
Yep, you can put coffee packets in your emergency kit. You sure can.
I
like fluffy, fuzzy things. So I probably like a little small blanket or something that's really fuzzy.
Yep.
I love soft, fuzzy things.
I just redid my training for that. And that's one of the things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to, wow, that's nice.
And
Well, anybody else have anything to share? I know Ben had some, I guess he'll be back.
Yeah, it probably was an error on his end.
Yeah.
My phone crashes all the time.
Any good things happen this week? Anything other than us talking about the fire extinguishers and all that? Anything else happened that was exciting for you guys?
Jason told me to tell you, he said hi.
Hi, Jason.
I just got off the phone with him 20
hey,
minutes
my
ago.
boo. That's my firstborn. Hey, y'all was on the phone rapping. That's what I'm talking about.
I was trying to get him to join. I was trying to get him to join. He was in a good mood, but he just kept making reasons why he couldn't join. I was like, it's okay.
It's all right. One of these days, maybe he will. One of these days, maybe he will. And that's another thing I wanted to just say real quick before we get into the meat of the show. But you know, that brotherly love, sisterly love, reaching out, you know, just saying, hey, seeing how a person is doing, you know, it's a lot that a lot of people are going through, and you don't wear it on your shoulders, you don't wear it on your forehead. A lot of times people don't even have a clue, you know. Some of us wear it well. I'm one of those. I may have 1,000 things going on, but I smile and I don't wear it openly like that, but I find ways to release my stress and everything, and that helps, you know. When you go to the gym, or I write, you know, when I sit down and I'm really, you know, I may get into my writing mode. Sometimes I just talk a lot. I just get somebody that won't listen, and I just run my mouth for a little while. You know, it's it's whatever works for you. That's on a positive note. And you got to be mindful. Some people, you know, they have these friends that just talk. You know, don't be mad at them, because sometimes that's a way. And they don't always need your advice about something, but that's just a way for them to just get it out. And that's sometimes they're, you know, you could be your own therapist, because just by talking to somebody about something and getting their feedback, if you ask for it, you know, it helps you identify really what's going on, you know. But you got to be careful who you share things with too.
That's true.
Yeah.
You'll mess around and be on what's that ABC News, CBC, CBS, all that. They'll be talking about you, you know, and you'll be like, how they know my business? But you know, but you gotta, you know, if you need to talk about it and reach out to friends and just talk to them, see how they doing. And you know, I never understood people who say they had these good long friends for years, and you ask them, well, when the last time you talked to them? Oh no.
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 years ago.
Nah, I don't.
2 years ago, they may not even be here no more.
I don't go for more than 6 months because we all go through things. We all go through life. Things happen. So I try not to go more than 6 months before I check up on people and make sure everybody all
And then
right.
when you talk, you got this elongated conversation because you know they got all these things that didn't happen. And then you're like, oh wow, I didn't even know you was going through that. Well, no, you didn't, because you didn't reach out to see how I was doing. But guess what? My house burnt down and my dog died and all kinds of stuff happened in 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, it sounds like half and half nots.
Oh Lord, I want that to come back. I you know.
Oh, it did not end well. I was not feeling that. I was so mad.
But you know, Veronica was a cold piece of work. I just wanted to see what else she was gonna do. But see, you know, I just need that one to come back because I was ready for that every week. But I'm ready for P Valley too. I'm ready for P Valley.
Yeah, I cut off my stars. I cut my stars off till they come back.
With your bad.
The rumor is P Valley won't air again till the fall.
Oh, see,
in September, maybe.
See?
Yeah.
See, I'm glad I cut my stars off.
I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was that far away.
Yeah.
According to one of the co-stars of the show, which is Wanda from Snowfall. She said they're gonna start shooting again in this summer. So look forward to the fall.
Okay.
Well, I'll be ready for it. That one grew on me. I remember at first when I started watching it, I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie.
This booty was bouncing and stuff was swinging. The pose was I said, am I watching a strip show? And then when I mentioned it to a couple of men I knew, they was like, oh yeah, P Valley, I watch that all the time. I bet you do. Because when I tuned in for the first, and then it got interesting, and then I just love Mercedes, boy. Mercedes, that's my one. Just all that in a bag of chips. Yeah. I was like, you go, girl. But
no, you got to go Uncle Clifford rule number 45.
No, Uncle Clifford, P Valley, we giving y'all some props tonight. I'm sorry, we just had to go there. But Uncle Clifford, what's the rapper dude name?
Lil Murder.
Oh, Lil Murder. Lil Murder had me just all over the place. I'm like, I mean, I'm seeing the bling bling and the tats and the in the rapping and I'm saying, Lil Murder. I ain't following Uncle Clifford in the trees until the bush over to the car with the lights on and y'all get whoa.
Right.
Man. But and you know, and the trip part of that is I love the writing and the creativity, and you know, that's what I do. I just, you know, man, I can go on and story tell all day long. I probably need to get into writing for some movies, huh?
Right.
But all right, hello. But the complicated thing about that scenario was, you know, with his industry he was in, the music, the rap, the whole idol thing, the whole, you know, status quo, and trying to keep that tucked. And it's just a trip, you know, how it can affect what you're doing and your audience and everything, unfortunately, just like, you know, them knowing you're married, you know, or them knowing you know, you got something else. And speaking of that, were you guys able to watch the Monique special on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
I looked at it. I saw it.
Everybody saw it. JJ, you have got to see it.
Okay, I saw 10 minutes of it and I had to turn it off.
Okay, so it didn't bait you in the beginning?
I just couldn't do it.
So was it that, I mean, because she didn't even get into the meat of it at 10 minutes.
I just wasn't.
So what was it the first 10 minutes that kind of had you go?
It wasn't reeling me in. I just couldn't get into it. Like
it was delivered. It's a slow start. It's like airplane ride. You got to get in the plane.
It did start off kind of, you know, and then it just kind of started zoom, 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 boom. where you didn't even see it coming, and I
You ain't
just
see that coming?
No, I wanted to know what you guys felt about it. I mean, what did you,
You ain't see that coming at the end?
No, at the end, yes, but I'm saying in the beginning, as it was elevating, I didn't see that, like JJ said, he watched the first 10 minutes and was like, I'm done. I ain't. So he didn't even
some
get
people was talking about it was disrespectful, they were saying. Some people I was listening to when I first heard about it. It was like, oh, that's disrespectful. He talking about her mama and her daddy and her brother and how they beefing with everybody. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what this is.
But isn't that what some comedians do? They do get up sometime and talk about
their life,
right?
That's Kevin Hart on Tool. That's all he talk about. Even Eddie Murphy, remember Eddie Murphy talking about Aunt Bunny? Shoot, that's what that was about.
I heard
Richard
most of them
Pryor.
have something to say about some family members.
Pryor was good for talking about himself and his family and past in the neighborhood. That was all him. That was the best storyteller that could really paint a picture. With Pryor.
Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, he was. And I mean, nobody got off on that. Nobody said that was disrespectful, right?
They just don't like Monique no more.
That was a different era. I think a lot of the problem is people were more concentrating on the cussing. I expected that from Monique. I expected a whole bunch. Yeah, I expected the MFs. That's normal.
Well, I heard a little feedback where a couple of women, they said it was too much of that bad mouth cussing thing. But Monique has always been one.
Bad mouth cussing?
Yeah, but
Monique was doing that in
it was
kind
of a little more than usual.
In Queens of Comedy and all that. I mean, Monique is
I don't understand it. But I don't understand that part. She would
talk about skinny baby.
Right. That's how Monique talks.
That's how she did.
I'm used to Monique talking like that. But I just think people was feeling like for all the hype, for all the stuff she was talking about everybody over the years, maybe they expected it to, be more than what it was. And I think she just getting her feet wet. I think maybe if she did another special and honed her craft a little bit more, maybe she would make a better show.
Oh, it was a good show, man. You can't judge her show on 10 minutes, player.
Yes, I can.
It was a good show.
It
wasn't.
Well, JJ, I think I would suggest you watch the entire thing.
You got to watch the entire thing.
I mean,
talking about an auntie.
For real.
For example, Dion's show, I was reeled in immediately. I was cracking up immediately.
JJ, what you do is just turn the sound on and go to something else in the house. Listen to it, but don't watch.
That comedy show was not for you to be funny. The comedy show was to explain to you why she is who she is and why she stand on what she stand on. If you thought it was supposed, you could be chucking it and run. No, you didn't, because a lot of stuff she talked about is no way you could have known. It's a lot of stuff that she covered on this special.
A whole bunch of crap, for reals.
She was telling all her business. She told all of her business at the end. She talked about her grandmother. She talked about her grandfather. She talked about her sucking on some PP and why she didn't suck on PP. She talked about a lot of stuff. What really was going on behind her.
Twisted. I love Monique. I like her style. I like the way I like her delivery. To hear what I was hearing, I was disappointed. I was like, come on, girl, bring it.
Nah, she's trying to get love. She's trying to get love back, let people understand what's going on and get her money. Because they blackballed her because she wanted to stand up.
They treated her wrong. And now she's suing CBS, Paramount, and all them companies for the royalties for the Parkers. I don't know if y'all are aware about that, but that just recently came out.
That's the point. She been getting got.
Yeah,
these folks they playing the game. She's about making her money. They don't want her to make her money. They want black folks to keep doing what they've been doing. And they was mad at her, especially dude. I totally got turned off by Steve Harvey. Because telling me
I don't really mess with Steve Harvey like that no more.
Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Tell somebody that they supposed to be a sucker in the game because they
I stopped
standing
watching
up for
this
what
show
they
after
believe in.
that.
So yeah.
Steve Harvey show after that. I was
When
done.
did was that on a Steve Harvey special?
That was on his actual show.
He was on
And
his
then-
show. When she came
then-
on the show, he was telling her how she shouldn't say nothing, basically.
And then
She
his
should
show
just
got
go through it.
canceled.
Yeah,
Then
there
his
it
show
is.
got canceled. Ha ha.
Mm.
He had to move to Facebook.
Being a sucker.
Wow.
A whiny woo.
Wow,
He's
that's
being a whiny
I
woo,
just
trying
wanted
to
to-
tell the world how they supposed to be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna watch it again, but I
Try
only
to tell
thing
the women how to think like a man.
That was his game. He wrote a couple of books, made him a whole bunch of money,
Off the
Yeah.
women.
but they still on him though.
Well, he wrote a
He-
book and there was a movie that was made.
Yeah, it was
For the
more than
women.
one movie. It was a couple of movies.
Yeah, it was 2 movies. And Kevin Hart
For the
was actually-
women.
Yeah.
For the women.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Cater to the right emotions. Bring in
Yeah.
the dollar bill.
so John,
That's what it's
what
about.
I haven't really heard your feedback on the Monique special. What did you
Well,
watch?
I told you how I kind of stopped like JJ did. I was kind of going back and forth.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really finish the entire.
I didn't go all the way through, like just sit there and watch it. But I didn't really get
I
into
don't
it.
know what it is you eating, but you know what? You
I didn't really get into
doing
it.
the dang. Okay, come on.
My addiction, my oral fiction.
So, oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Some people, you guys are saying you didn't watch it all. You stopped at a certain point.
so I don't know, but
So, yeah, I would suggest watching the entire thing. And then I also want to give a shout out and prayers to, Jaime Fox. He had a stroke.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
When that happened?
he had a stroke on the set
Friday.
the other day, Friday.
Oh wow.
And
They confirmed it was a stroke?
yeah,
Oh, wow. So that must have just came out today.
he had it actually on the set while he was working on something. I think something for Netflix or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
And
pray.
they trying to wrap it up without him, from what I've been reading.
Yeah.
They probably will.
you talking about my daddy, that show he got on Netflix?
I'm
No,
not
it's
sure what
another
called.
show with Cameron Diaz, I think.
Mm-hmm. So they was doing some work on the set, and that's when that's because Jamie is about what?
He's 55.
He's in his early 50s, 55, mid 50s.
He's
60.
55.
You sure?
I looked it up.
He lying. He lying about his age. He ain't no damn 55.
That may be about right. He may be about 55.
A lot
He
of
ain't no
hey,
55.
a lot.
Old ass.
Hey, we getting up there. Let me look it up.
He said 55 though. He probably lying about his age.
Y'all gonna blink
Okay.
and I'm gonna be 40. So let me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna represent your age. You ain't gonna be trying to be younger than what you are.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna be looking young. I'm getting my body
You know
all
what
the
I'm
way
saying?
together. Before I turn 40, I'm gonna be looking right. I'm already starting to look right.
But I think for those who look good, who age gracefully, and who look good for their age, it's not that they trying not to be their age. It's just that they
we
age
go.
gracefully. They don't
Yep.
look that they don't look the decade.
55 years old.
55.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
I add 3 years to that one.
That been say 55 right there.
Yeah. Well,
That's what's up.
prayers to the talented Jaime Fox and his family. I wish him a speedy recovery through
That's
all
good.
of that, and just to be able to pull through a stroke is a blessing. It's a blessing to pull through because
Well, hopefully he got that living benefits on his life insurance so he can get him a check.
You know, I didn't know his real name is Eric Bishop.
Yeah, Eric Bishop.
That didn't match in my head. I'm like, what?
I know.
What's
So
up,
that's a whole Jaime Fox is a whole different twist, huh?
That's a whole nother.
Eric Bishop.
he must
Eric
didn't like that
Bishop.
name too much, huh?
No, it sounds It sounds nice.
So you
Eric
heard the
Marlon
story about
Bishop.
what happened to him? Or why he changed his name?
I know
Hollywood,
the
that's his
story
Hollywood
behind
name.
it.
No,
I know
no,
the story
but
behind it, but
yeah,
I didn't know his real name.
yeah, he changed his name during to get more airtime with the open mic sessions at comedy stores. So he changed his name to Eric Bishop to Jaime Fox because it was
Jamie
more
Foxx. What was the difference? Jamie Foxx had a little more flair than Eric.
What it was is simply that women got on the air in the open mic selections first. They picked unisex names. Jamie did. He picked unisex names that could make him get on the stage earlier. So he picked names like Tracy, Jamie. What's another unisex name? Stacy. Picked names like that. But so when you call these names on open mic, they pick women mostly first to open up the show. So they look at a name like Jamie, they just say, "Yeah, Jamie, you're up next. Come on up." That was why it happened. So he just kept it. He said what happened to him once he did open mic and he bombed. That was when he changed his name from Eric Bishop to Jaime Fox. He said, "Hey, I ain't using that name. I got to get on. I got to do this."
Wow, that's interesting how a name will affect what you do.
Yeah. You can't get too many jobs with Bone Quisha.
That's just it. People, they look at names and they already assume who you are. So,
yeah,
unfortunate, but yeah.
Wow,
I changed my name too. That's a secret y'all don't know. My legal name is JJ, but my former name used to be John.
For real?
For real, yeah.
Is it
that
John
wasn't your middle name?
No, that's my first name was John. I was named after my dad.
And so
I changed it to JJ. It's more catchy.
You legally changed it?
I legally changed it. That's legally JJ Shepherd.
Damn.
You didn't like John, huh?
My dad was pissed. Oh well, he'll get over it.
Wow, he said I want John, but you was named after him.
I was named after him, but
I found
out some stuff about my legal name that if I didn't change it, it would have been some complications. So I'm glad I did it, and it was right on time.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I like JJ. JJ is
life?
catchy. JJ is catchy. I mean, it's all good.
Damn, that's what's up, man.
It's all good. Well, we gonna get into, unless anybody got anything else to share, decide before we move on to our Inquiring Minds Want to Know segment of the show. Nothing else, Ben? You got something real quick that you want to share about?
I was telling you about that. They're trying to build a mobile home park in 150 unit mobile home park right there where the Coliseum is. And the minority group has bought the Coliseum. They're trying to bring a professional football team to Oakland. That's majority owned. So the Bay Area.
That's what's up, Ben. I didn't know that.
Oh,
and
wow.
I stay watching the news.
A minority owned.
That's cool.
Football team.
That's actually some cool
NFL football team.
NFL.
Good news.
Yeah.
And then
they own the Coliseum. They
want to build 150. What do they want to build?
They got approved by the city of Oakland. The city council approved $1.7 million to build a mobile home park right next to the Coliseum on the land that they own, and be able to have utilities, clean environment and stuff for people that have been unhoused. Because out here in Oakland, it's a whole bunch of people out here with mobile homes. So that's what they trying to put into place.
That's good. That'll because they just closed that. They're just demolished that area over by the 580 freeway. in
Wood
West
Street.
Oakland. Yep. So that'll
But you
be
gotta
good.
have a mobile home, right? To be able to stay in the mobile home park.
Well, it's a lot of people that have a mobile home. They need to relocate it. Some of them run, some of them don't. But they just need they said 2 years ago they did a survey of the people that have mobile homes, and it was over 700 people that have mobile homes in Oakland City alone. So that's just a fraction of the people that they'll be trying to house. But it's supposed to be a safe environment. They're supposed to get a lot of services and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad they're trying to think of ways of getting this situation taken care of.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that.
Yes, thank you for sharing that.
That should make a big difference for a lot of people. Wow. Okay, moving right along. Inquiring minds want to know. I don't think this is one I shared before, but let me know if I did, okay? Okay, it goes like this. I saw a woman hit her man across the head for looking at another woman at the mall. Mind you, he wasn't staring her down. He just glanced at her. And mind you, again, she was beautiful and looked very classy. And I was even looking and complimented her myself. My question is, do women have a right to hit her man in public and embarrass him like that? Your man chose you as his wife or girlfriend. Why do women do this? Is this an insecurity issue? Women look at men, and men generally don't get bent out of shape regarding this. It's human nature to look, right? What's your thoughts and or experience that you've had with this grown folk?
Like Nivea and Jagged Edge, don't mess with my man. There's a part on the bridge at the very last line of that bridge is you can look but don't touch. And that should apply in this situation. Everybody's gonna look, everybody's gonna have wandering eyes to some degree. You can't necessarily control what a dude looking like when he looking at while he not in your presence. It's not like you're gonna be all up on the cams of the malls that he's at, or you're gonna be at his job. He gonna look at somebody.
Yeah.
You know, temptation is there. It's always gonna be there. It's human nature.
So it's temptation, and it's also a respect factor of not overdoing it. I mean,
if he all like, ooh, that's one thing.
You know,
but if
doing
like,
a double
like
take or turning like a quick glance,
like, you know, there's pranks on YouTube, for example, where a woman she's super thick wearing some thin sweatpants. She got a whole bunch of booty, right? And then she just bend over in front of the couple. And, you know, like just to get a reaction, there's somebody down the aisle filming. And, you know, it's a situation like that where the woman hit a man across the head for looking too much because all that booty, you know, even a gay dude go look at all that booty, you know? It's like, it's there.
Well, the booty is there. And to my surprise, I mean, I always knew men are very visual creatures. And I know that breastises and booties and thighs and hips get him kind of, you know, going. But it amazes me to find out how some men are so into the booty. I mean, a girl with a big booty, I guess that's why a lot of these women are going and getting booty jobs, because they know that that's one attractive feature for most men. Do you guys, I mean, does it have to be a booty? I mean, is that the deciding factor?
It could be the tatas too, you know. Hey.
they like big tatas too.
You know, it could, hey. She could just be pretty and thick and just voluptuous, just walking and, you know, carrying herself well, you know.
That's the key.
You know,
how she carry herself.
she's just carrying herself well.
And it don't matter.
She might show a little cleavage. She might not. She could just be, really good looking, and you're gonna look.
You don't have to have all that big this and big that.
Yeah, she could be built
How
like
she,
Aaliyah.
this is how she carry herself.
People was mad like Aaliyah ain't even all that. She ain't even got a body all like that. But it was the way she carried herself. It was how she, So I'm just using Aaliyah as an example. But she wasn't built like Megan Thee Stallion, for example. But she could still hold her own. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the etiquette of a woman. So if a man is into, a lot of times that's why they say you end up being with or marrying a total opposite of what they're attracted to. He may be attracted to all that booty and end up marrying somebody that's flat as a board because she has other, qualities that outshine the size. Because the booty can be here today and gone tomorrow.
Yep.
Person can lose a lot of weight, and that I used to have a big bubble butt, just big bubble, delicious butt, right? It ain't that I ain't got none. It's just that it ain't big bubble butt no more, right? But folks speak up on that after the fact. Even women, I've had women come to me and say, "Your butt was, man, you had a." I didn't even know they was looking at my booty like that, right? But they compared what it was to what it is. And I'm like, girl, you was looking, you used to have a big old round, pretty booty. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you noticed that, But it's just amazing how some are so physically attracted to that, and some will actually not even date a woman if she doesn't have these prerequisites.
You don't have my hand. See my hand raised up?
Oh, that's your hand?
Oh yeah, I'm just now seeing it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I got my hand raised up because I'm one of them that like a big booty.
We used to seeing you active, like with at least a background or something.
I thought you had hauled off and slapped somebody.
No, I was raising my hand for the booty.
I didn't know what was going on. I mean, but Ben, okay, you into the boo-boo. Okay, but if she doesn't have a booty, would that keep you from, want to pursue her?
It's hard. It's hard to look at that without that. It's that booty meat is amazing. Just amazing.
It's amazing, and it is amazing, but it's not the characteristic of that person. It's just a physical part of that.
Let me take my camera. Let me take this. This is what ends up when you see it. You like, woo! Oh my goodness! No. I seen a picture with Persephone on there, and she just has to, oh my, just shake my head. It makes you shake your head.
Well, it'd make you shake your head if she didn't have a booty too.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
No, Donna, what we're really talking about is men admire seeing something excellent, seeing something put together well. Mm-hmm. So after a point in time, a man's visual needs might not get what he wants, but he finds a way to adapt to something else that he would like to have. Since he can't have the perfect 10, maybe go for a 7 or 8. Okay? But the thing is simply this. As men get older, the other things gotta form in line. So can she cook? Can she talk? Can she hold conversation? What can she do? She just look good? No, that's kind of good, but kind of bad, because she's always got to look good, but that could change. Women get fat, women get thin. But does she have a good heart?
Mm-hmm.
She ain't got a good heart, don't matter. She's still gonna be ugly on the outside, even though she might be a 10 on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Personality means a lot. But the bottom line of if the woman looks good walking in the mall, she's gonna attract attention no matter what. This is like a man see a Ferrari on the street. It's rare. He sees it, saying, "Ooh, I wish I had that car." But you know he can't get it, but he wish he had it. He looks at it, he admires it. Just keep on going.
So that's the same he does with looking at the booty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to admire.
So this woman shouldn't have hit her. She shouldn't have hit her dude upside the head.
Well, that's assault. That's assault. You shouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, she shouldn't have did that, but she's going home with him. So she made a wrong choice. Did she make a wrong choice, or did he make a wrong choice?
Well, I don't think you. I think a lot of times these women nowadays they are they super over top. You know, you hitting on a grown man at any time he take his fist and knock you out. You shouldn't be hitting it and getting physical with people you don't want to get physical with you. So I don't care. You can say, "Hey, baby, I don't want you looking or this." You put your hand and slapping me in my head and stuff. That's not cool. I don't want that.
It's not cool for a woman or a man to hit one another. Now,
that's
whoever initiates it first,
unless there's something else going on.
Is it cool for you to hit
something
back?
else going?
That's the question. Is it cool to hit back?
If y'all hitting like, you know, because you hitting on purpose, if something going down, then that may be okay. But to haul off and sock me, to try to check me like I'm your kid, that's not cool.
So would your reflex pop her back?
I've been there before.
You popped her back?
Oh, man. I've been there before.
Man, that's not something you should be saying, dude.
What you mean that's not something I say? You socked me and hit me in my eye, I'm going to bust you right upside your big old head. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You don't be hitting on me for no reason because you upset? No. Don't punch me.
So you saying that it's okay? I mean, no, it is wrong for her to hit you. I
wouldn't
will
okay
say
for
that.
me to get hit.
But it'd be wrong.
Should the man hit her back?
What if a dude walk in with some gray sweatpants and a large print, and she look gawking at it and won't stop looking at it? He'd smack her upside the head.
Ain't no man gonna smack her upside their head. You know that. Right. We ain't gonna hit them. We might elbow on the side. Hey, baby. What you looking at me like that?
Some men will hit you. Some
men will pop her right there in the spot.
Yeah, pop upside the forehead.
Yeah. Some powder between their hands and pow.
that pimp slap, huh?
Like, okay, yeah.
Look here, pretty Tony. Just shows me.
They see that as disrespectful. You're disrespecting the person by doing that in that way. Now, it's nothing wrong with looking briefly at something. I mean, there's going to be beautiful men that's going to cross by you. There's going to be beautiful women, and you human. You are going to try to, but you're not going to do too much because you don't want to disrespect who you with.
Is it disrespect who you with, or is it your integrity that you're with somebody that you don't need to look at somebody else like that? Because integrity should come in first before I'm not looking at it this way because I don't want to disrespect them. But if they wasn't with me, oh boy,
oh boy.
Where's
the you see that thing,
so
you
we
be
gotta
like,
think about, so for one, her insecurity. If he just looked because the lady walked by or whatever and she had a big butt, he just looked. And, okay, so where's your insecurity? Because then I go to wonder, what about when you with your girlfriends and y'all talking about this one and that one? And whatever. I don't care if it is an actor. I don't care if it's somebody on TV or whatever.
I was just about to say something about that.
You still have that. It's still all the same.
So what are they supposed to do? Put blinders on?
No, you ain't supposed to do nothing. It's how you look. It's
What is
all
the
about how
problem?
you
Like,
look.
what is the problem?
But
I
if I'm
understand
with
what
my
the problem.
woman and somebody walk by with a big butt, I might go, oh. And that just drove right by. I'll be
You
like,
gonna be laughing and cheesy
that's
like
at
that, bro?
across street. That was on the cross street, coming right across the intersection. I had nothing to do with that. And I mean, that's just life, and you keep it moving. And it's a thing that we would share in our guys group. Tell them about bouncing our eyes. When you're with your woman, and the respectful thing, bounce your eyes. You see them, you bounce your eyes right over them, and you bounce right, and you look off. And we used to say, always bounce your eyes, and we remind each other, bounce your eyes, because like they say, yeah, I mean, we hear all kind of different sayings. Nothing wrong with looking at the menu, or whatever, but it's how you look. If you're looking lustfully and things like that, now that's a whole different thing, because then that comes into question to where that person may be, because they get all and all like that. Well, if you wasn't around, even for a woman too.
They just would look a little bit more lustfully, but
No,
they
they'll
would.
probably
If you wasn't
go and
around,
make.
you might
They'll
get hollered
probably go
at.
make contact
You
and
know what I'm
end up
saying?
having
Like,
a
wow.
conversation. Then they might lead to a conversation. When a person's looking at another person lustfully, I mean, that's almost like cracking, taking the little latch off the gate. You know, I mean, that's a whole different thing. But
We
just going
all are
out,
human, though, and it's
what
just about being
human, there's nothing
respectful.
wrong with looking at somebody. You see them, they look nice. You like was it Cordell? Somebody said you
Yeah,
see a
but I
nice
don't think I don't
car.
think
You
I
see
don't
a
think the
nice
booty is
car,
something you do and you say it's look
because
nice though.
it's attractive. So
Yeah,
it's
but the
nothing
booty is
wrong with
different.
looking. The booty is attractive.
Yeah, but that's
Especially, I'm gonna
different.
tell you
When
like this.
you
I remember when we were in a Bible study, and we were talking about how the lust and
Bible
how it
study.
starts in your heart first. And
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, now, to be honest, for me, I'm gonna tell you, a black woman. I'm gonna be honest, a black woman's body and is to me is like art, and it doesn't matter the size, because I done seen some BBWs that can carry themselves in a way that would have you like woo wee, and then you can have some little,
Size
um,
5.
slim goodies
Yeah.
that will have you
Cordell
like,
said a
boy.
size 5.
Well,
Size
I
Yeah.
call
5.
them slim goodies. Some
He know the
slim
size.
goodies.
He say size 5,
With
please.
Yeah,
hips
well,
and
Hey,
dips.
you can
hey,
have some
Donna,
zeros. No, you
Donna,
have some
just
slim
put it this
goodies,
way.
some
I'm a
zeros that
man.
will
I know
knock you out,
things.
But if a man, he has a way of looking. Men have, and women too, they just don't expose it as much. They have to find out a way to justify it. Well, yeah, my man ain't got no teeth right now, but they gonna find a way. But they believe in that man. They believe in that man. And there's men who believe in that woman, and they not tripping off that. It's this song I listened to, this article song. The man talk about how the people try to tell him, you don't need to be with that woman. That woman, you don't even look right being with that big old woman. He said, well, her body may not be something, but she sure got a good motor. you know, you know what I'm saying? So hey, because you can have the most detailed car, but if it ain't got no engine, it ain't no car.
Ain't no
There it
problem.
Right.
is.
That's why.
So
That's why I said, person's got to have a good heart. They can look any which way they want to, but shit, if
Yeah.
their heart ain't no good, it don't matter.
yeah, so it's how you carry yourself. Cause shit, it don't matter to me. Shit,
Because what I
really do.
always say is this: fat people can get thin, and thin people can get fat, but you can't change their heart.
Man,
Can't
look at
change the
this
heart.
way. Fat
But that
people
booty
can
stole
love you
things,
down.
Lord Jesus.
Fat people can love you down. Medium people can love you down. Skinny folks can love you down. You know, because a lot of times a fat person may not lose no weight, but
Right.
that's all right, long as they still handling their business and carrying themselves like they proud and whatever. But I watched this lady up at Safeway. I swear to God, she had a bonnet on and some little Crocs on, but the way she carried herself, and I was like, shoot, that's a woman right there. It's all about how you care. Because I done seen some little ones carry themselves in such ways, but then you see some that carry themselves like, shoot, I may be a size 4 and 5 and some whatever, but you don't see that booty back there. And I'll be like, I can see it. And others may not, but I can see it. I can see it.
It's a bouquet.
I can see it.
It's
But
a bouquet.
it's how a person carry themselves. And then looking, you look. But like I said, when you start lusting, that's that's something that should be addressed. Because if I'm lusting behind somebody else, shoot,
Just a
yeah,
matter of time.
go on with your friends on that cruise.
Yeah.
So I go back over to Costco and go talk to that lady.
And hang out, wait.
She may be in aisle 7.
So and vice versa. A woman
Mhm.
the same way, because women look at men. Stop playing, and women be looking from the inseam on up. Shoot, they don't be playing. Stop playing.
Sometimes we
Women
start
be
at the
looking.
feet because we want to know what kind of shoes you wear.
Yeah, but you know what? That could be a myth too. But women, they look and when they look to see, well, what's okay with me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And men do the same thing. I'm okay with that. Other than that, you wouldn't see these people match together that you would think were completely odd couples. But you see them match together.
You do. And the only thing I would say with this person here who observed this is that no, it's not okay for her to be smacking him or him smacking her upside the head. And apparently there's some disconnect of respect there.
Yeah,
for
that's
you
not cool.
to be looking in a way that is quite noticeable and will make that person feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Shouldn't double check. If you with it shouldn't. If someone walk by, I'm gonna tell you. Somebody walk by, and I'm be like, shoot, I might say, hey, I can't. Hey, girl, that booty walking by.
I may even if I'm with my dude and somebody walk by with a big booty, I may say, baby,
I'm just saying.
did you see
See,
that?
I was just about to say that. There's a mutual admiration.
Yeah, I may ask my dude, did you see all that ass?
I say, yes, I did.
And then I'm gonna say, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
No, but see, the thing is, when you follow,
but that's as far as it goes.
When you follow,
and then I'm gonna pull his face
up.
over there and kiss the mess out of him right then and say, here, this is for you.
But when you follow what you're looking, that gives time for mental buildup. Because you're looking now, that gives you time just in that matter of time to think about what you would like to do or if you would want it or whatever. Because you don't just follow for free. You're following.
There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna walk in front of you that's
needs to be
good.
satisfied or you're trying to put something together. Yeah,
you're
gonna always see
you
it.
Looking don't mean you lusting. That don't mean you lusting.
You always see it. You see it. I dated this one girl. Her sister had a donkey, and she used to always come around. Scoot over. Want to sit on the car? I used to be like, check this out. You need to take you and your Azariah and go sit somewhere else. But I mean, just call it like it is. It's real. It's there. It wouldn't make sense to act like you can't see it. Then you really playing games. Just be real. Look, I couldn't avoid it. It walked right across me. What was I supposed to do? Look at it. Look what she wearing. She wearing the goddamn supposed to be a test tube skirt or whatever they call them. tube dress or whatever.
Well, them stretchy,
You know,
them
and it's
stretchy dresses and
it's just
skirts
showing
and
all the definition of the
and then
body.
they don't have on any undies, and then they booty just be jiggling under there. Boom, boom.
See,
boom,
so you
boom,
look
boom,
even
boom.
harder than the men look, because we look.
Y'all
We
be
could tell.
noticing when she don't have no panties
I
on.
know we could tell what
I
kind
was
of
taught
panties.
how to look.
If they
All my
lace.
aunties
You
taught
can't
me
tell
how
if
to
they ain't
look.
got no underwear on.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
Oh,
Yep,
The
my
booty
auntie taught me
moves
how to look.
differently with no panties
no,
on.
That's a
no.
thong. Put a
Not
thong
just
on.
underwear. It could
So-
like being
So
safe.
Donna, I got a question. This is for yourself and maybe answer for other women. So do women on behalf of seeing another woman with a body that may be a 10, do you guys admire or do you guys hate? Or are you guys just in awe? Or do you shake your head and say, well, she got it? What do you guys do?
I mean, I'm just speaking for me.
Okay.
You know, if you're a confident woman and you see a woman that got it going on like that, usually you will compliment that woman.
All right.
And if it's things that you're working on trying to improve yourself, you be like, you know what, I need to get busy because I want to look like that or better. And you'll just, you'll look at it more or less like that. Now, if you're insecure, you may be out of shape, maybe you're going through some emotional disconnect with your mate. They're not showing you any attention because you let yourself go, then you may be a little jealous of that.
Okay.
And you may be hating on it, but usually a woman that's really secure about herself, real women compliment another woman all the time.
So really, what I hear you saying is that most women really do things to get admirement and recognition from other women.
No.
They dress against each other.
You do things. Every woman has her own unique way of doing things, her upkeep, her persona, her hair, her nails, her this or that. It has to be for you ultimately first, not because you're trying to be in some competition with all these women out there. We know too that men are very visual, but when I do things for me first. I do it for me first because that's what I like. I like to look a certain way. I like to keep up myself a certain way. And I know
I like to have them dudes staring at me.
Huh?
You like to have them dudes staring at you, looking at your booty.
Sometimes I don't like it. It just depends. It depends.
And that the only time I think women don't like it is if it's some dude they really ain't attracted to. If they really attracted to dude, they put on a show.
I just don't understand that pink. Remember that pink sweatpants era that all the girls wear, where it's pink all across the booty, and you expecting us not to look like, but they would get mad because we looking like, come on now, that's out of pocket. You got a big old
or
word.
it'll say booty across the booty, or say
juicy, luscious.
You got a
thing
word.
is, you attract.
Make us look at it.
Some women, I mean, women know that men are they're into the physical visual thing with women, how you smell, how you talk, how you look, how you taste, how you walk, how you sway, all that. They're into that. So, some will go overboard with it when they lacking attention in some kind of way. They may have some assets, so they dress extra sexy. They let all the boobs show, or the dresses is too short, or whatever. And they're attracting those type of men that are looking at them only on a physical type of, way. And then they want to question, well, how come I can't be wifey, or how come I can't be his woman, or how come
NWA, baby.
How come he just want to come over for sex? Because this is what you're giving him, this sexual picture of you with your goods all hanging out.
That's right.
So he's attracted to those things, and he's gonna see, he's looking at it as though she just want to be, she's dressed like that because she just wants to be. And so he's gonna come at you like that.
Was that
Man,
Bewitched?
looking for a lot more of a quality of type of woman, more of a status type of woman that's more, I mean, not to say you can't dress sexy sometimes. Sexy sometimes could be having on a t-shirt, a baseball hat, and some nice little fitted jeans and some tennis shoes and some big old hoop earrings. And some men find that hot. You ain't got to have her chi-chis hanging out, right? But some have this misconception that you got to be showing all the goods to be sexy to a man. No, you're going to be a piece of meat to a man showing all. And I know I'm speaking from somebody from experience. I went through a stage in my life. Gorgeous woman, but I went through a stage of insecurity where I had all these assets and I was showing them, and I couldn't hide them because I could put on a mini skirt and pow, there it was. I could put on a little low cut shirt and boom, there they were. But I got all this attention. But I got this attention from the wrong kind of men. And then when they got to know me and they saw that, damn, she's smart. She's not just a dizzy blonde. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she got a cool heart. Oh, she's loving. Oh, she can take care of it. When they started seeing, but that's those who went beyond the physical to get to know. But the ones that just were stuck there and the way I was giving it, and I couldn't understand that. But as time went on, you learn and you find out that it's not about that. You don't have to flaunt your goods out there and think that it's sexy and gonna get you. You want a husband, you want a man, you want something serious. You don't want him to look at you just being on your back all the time. But why you always got all your stuff hanging out? He come pick you up for a date. Not only you got all this out for him, but everybody else that you're going out and being around and seeing it too.
And I'm a look.
And the other man is gonna be, I mean,
I'm a look.
If she's dressed, like they say, I did a video on this, a woman in the streets, a freak in the sheets. I mean, you can be sexy in a whole lot of different ways. He may want you to wear that sexy red dress that he likes and y'all go out, but it's gonna be tasteful about it. You ain't gonna have one chi-chi hanging out and one down here and one up here for somebody to reach at and all that. You ain't gonna have no panties on, and when you bend over, they see all your stuff hanging out. You ain't gonna wear it like that, but you gonna wear a nice fitted, wow, sexy red dress that your man like, right? And it may be other men that's gonna look at you. They gonna look at you because you're looking good, but you're looking tasteful in the right kind of way, So, Cordell, back to your question. No, we don't do it for the other woman or whatever. You do it according to, the maturity level and the status of yourself. First of all, you gotta do you. What makes you feel good? Your dress, your etiquette, your this. But you may admire the next woman that got this payal thing going on, or the class about her. Some women admire other women because she's so witty and classy. I wish I could be like that. I'm so shy and I just don't like to. And they admire that, So it's just things like that. I don't know what I'm not a man, so I can't speak for you guys. What, do you look at each other in a way that, if you see dude with swag, he all dark chocolate debonair and walking with that Denzel Washington strut. Yes. Wow. So that's on one of my tracks, y'all. I just had to say that. So if you see a man that got all that and you may not have all that, I mean, what do you guys feel? Do you guys feel jealous about dude like that, thinking he gonna pull all the honeys at the club or something like that? Or What y'all be feeling?
Personally,
well, hey, so
go ahead.
I went to a function Friday night in San Francisco. These brothers are called the Standard, right? And so they dress a certain way. They all work out. They all, got their bodies supposed to be situated. And, that's kind of their thing. They talking about they wear suits. Their suits have certain colors to it. They have a certain standard that they carry themselves by. And they were talking about how when they walk in the club or walking in anywhere, it's like they Superman. And I was like, damn, that's kind of trippy, but they kind of right, I would think. If you dress a certain way, looking a certain way, women gonna think you are a certain way. So they're gonna give you a whole lot more attention than somebody just looking bummy. So I buy it, I seen the brothers, I was following, listening to what they were saying. They might not be my cup of tea because of the way they kind of overemphasizing it, but
did it make you want to go buy one? Did it make you want to go buy one of them outfits they was wearing?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna probably end up doing that anyway. But everybody in the room had on a suit. Everybody. It wasn't nobody in there to have a suit jacket on. Wasn't dressed to the T. It was about 40 people in there, and they all was dressed up, representing. They was all from all around the country. Some was from Atlanta, some was from Seattle, some was from the Bay Area, some was from Texas, but they all came in, and that's a part of the Standard. So the brothers represent you. You look at their little website, and you be like, wow, okay.
So it's not a thing where the men don't get jealous of each other. It's just you may check out that dude's. What do you guys look at? His dress or
I took a shower.
His style.
His swag? Or do you guys look at him? Y'all can't tell me you don't look, because women look at it.
Well, you know me. Know me. I was trying to be quiet to let everybody else say what they was gonna say. But for me,
ain't nobody saying much. That's what I'm having a problem with. Is it a situation or what?
No, we want to benefit his thought.
No matter what level you're at in life, you got to have confidence in yourself where you're at. That's always been, because I'm never where I wanted to be financial wise. So I always was trying to figure out ways where I could look the nicest on the cheapest dollar. So I always made sure my shoes was on point. I spend, a little extra on my shoes, but I go to the thrift store and pick out the best threads I could find. And if I'm going to the club, I'm gonna make sure I look nice. I'm not gonna just throw on some sweatpants and a t-shirt and just go. I'm gonna put on a nice dress shirt and some nice slacks and, a nice shoe. And I'm gonna make sure my hair cut nice. I'm gonna go to the barber shop and make sure I'm gonna do it my way, how I like to be styled with what I got on my budget. And I'm gonna go put my best foot forward. And that's what it's always been for me. I would love to just be able to go out. I got the endless budget and I could just go get whatever I want and wear that. And I could be the best looking brother in the club, but I don't have that. So that's what always been my situation.
You work with what you have, and you
gotta work what you have.
Be the best that you can. Yeah.
Right. So that's what's always been my go-to, is looking at, okay, what could I do within reason for myself? So and that's what I pull from.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, Cordell.
From my point of view, ever since I was little, you always got to have confidence in yourself, no matter what you wear. Be a patched up jacket, patched up clothes, dirty shoes, no matter what it is, you're going to present yourself at the best you can. Just like Jay said, this is my package. I'm coming with my best package. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So what? But this is what I do every day to make myself look better and better. Until you get that confidence within yourself, So all you can do is look good. You're looking good for you, nobody else.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody else want to judge you on something, hey, that's on them.
That's
But
right.
the bottom line is you got to be confident within yourself. So
Absolutely.
like
right.
Ben said, maybe these guys, all came in together. The shock might have been they all came in together looking nice. That would been a shot. They may have been over 6 feet tall. That may have been a shot. Could have been wearing a lot of colors that haven't been seen before. That may have been a shot. So it's always something to do to present yourself to stand out from the rest. But the bottom line is you got to be able to interact, mingle, and socialize. You can't just have the package. You got to have it all. So got to be
Absolutely.
confident.
Absolutely. John, you think you feel that you agree?
I've never looked at another person like their swag or how they dress or whether I don't trip off that kind of stuff.
Yeah, see,
I
most
never
men don't.
did. And
Most men don't.
I don't trip off that, you know. If I see it like a jacket, like this dude had this jacket on, and I like how the jacket had a zipper on the chest, because I have a couple of jackets that have zippers on the chest, and I like that. And I like the jacket, and I was like, oh, I like that jacket. Where you get the jacket from?
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at how it's fitting on him. And I told you, I was at the gym. Me and Dude we got down, but it was like, for one, you in my way. So he was in my way in the mirror. And, it was doing when I was dealing with my shoulder. So I had to hold the dumbbell, like be on the recline, hold the dumbbell out a certain way to do the strengthening for my shoulder, right? And I'm looking at the mirror. So he came, I guess he wasn't tripping. He stood right in the mirror in front of me, and he just looking at himself and doing and I'm like, that's a man, right? I mean, I ain't talking about his lawyer, but I mean, you're looking, what's the image? It's not, are you looking at something like, is there some improvement, some changes in your body, or you just sitting in the mirror admiring yourself? So the whole fact, what I'm saying is I don't trip off how you look, how you do this. I mean, even with me, the most I look at in the mirror is if I trim my my thing even, if my mustache is straight, and I keep it moving. I ain't got nothing on my face, and I keep it moving.
Men are different. We just want to make sure we work together. It don't
I
matter.
gotta work
ourselves against each other.
like JJ said, I gotta work with what I got. I ain't got time to be looking at you may be wearing something and that may be cool, but that may not work with my swag. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I mean, I have so many other pastors, ministers, the way I dress and the way I would dress before I would preach. You need why you ain't got no suit jacket, no sports jacket, and this and that. Check this out. I ain't trying to come up here and put on nothing. When I put on my clothes, like you said, Donna, it would feel good to me. My parents used to come. How do you think this look good? I said, how it look to you? Because if it don't look good to you, it ain't gonna look good to nobody. So it's what you want to wear, because that's your flavor. If you you take your flavor and work your flavor. And the only swag I'm interested in is mine. The only thing I want, my drip may not be your drip. But guess what? To me, I may be out dripping everybody. But I don't even look at it like that.
The confidence and you have to
fashion show people and out dress. No, dude, I'm gonna come sharp because I'm coming sharp for me. But other than that, I don't look at how another man, when he driving, how he doing, what he doing. I ain't got time for that. I'm focusing on me.
That's right. So men do it a little different. Women, a confident woman, like I said, she's all about just doing her. She's not trying to, but we do compliment and we do look at other women in certain regards to certain things that stand out. And we let them know, girl, you got it going on. That's nice. That's, I like your hair. Or, where you get your nails done. You know what I'm saying? Oh, them lashes, we do stuff like that. Me and I don't know if you guys,
We compliment each other. Like I got
Might
a
say them
friend.
shoes.
Yeah, we compliment the shoes.
Where you get
Or
them
if
shoes
you got a
at,
nice
man?
haircut. Or
Yeah.
for example, my friend had a nice Tupac shirt on, and I ain't seen in a while. It was nice. And it was nice and crisp. Something like that, but that's as far as it's going. It's
I
not
ain't gonna say.
it's not gonna go, for too much deeper than that. At least for myself.
Look at you, boy.
Even though I'm same gender loving, I don't even take it that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I stay on the certain. That's just me. Some people might take it a little bit too far, but yeah, I stay
What
on
you
a certain level.
moisturizing with, boy? What you moisturizing with?
Who moisturizing?
But you know what though? But you know what, Donna? On both sides of the gender wise, you do have people who mimic others because they get so caught up in how the other seems to be coming off to them. So they try to mimic that person. They try to mimic the dress. Oh, I'm gonna dress like them. I'm gonna dress like them, and it messes you all up. You have to find your own. You have to find your own fashion. The thing is, we could take the same pair of pants, the same pair of jeans, but I mean, same pair of jeans, same shirt. But my fashion may be to button it all the way up to the neck, and JJ fashion may be to leave 3 buttons open. But it's the same outfits. You gotta get to what
one person is gonna tuck the shirt in, and one gonna leave the shirt
and
out.
one gonna wear it out.
Yeah, it depends on what the outfit is. Where I'm
it gotta be to you, and that's the whole problem. And I think that's what's messing up a lot of our young folks, because our young folks are mimicking what they see behind all the stuff that's in this. Some of this, I want to say, uh, unhealthy or toxic type of music and stuff like that.
I get where you're coming from.
You see what I'm saying? And they go to mimic that, because how can you line them up and they all dress, act, talk, look, and everything alike? You line them up, you wouldn't know who did what because they all dress alike, talk alike.
They all dress alike.
Bruh, dressing camel pants, flip flop, Crocs, jeans, Jordan, no shoestrings, flopped open. Everybody, because this is how somebody is doing it, or this is how this one is doing it, and they really don't have their own look.
The bling bling in the front
Kids
of
nowadays, kids for the last few years, they don't have their own look. Their own look.
Yeah.
I think one of the things was like, what's her name? Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe. When she first hit the scene, she had her own look, her own style, the way she dressed and everything. So that separated her, and it blew her up.
Yeah,
it blew her up, her exposure and everything. But you have these people who look the same. You don't have nothing. There's nothing different about you. There's nothing different about you. You look at the older rappers, from the old hip hop eras and stuff, they all had something different about them. They had their trade. They had something that trademarked them. Some folks you see now, tell them to turn around. 50 pair of True Religion. Tell them to turn around. 50 pair of the same Jordans. 50 pair of the same Gucci belt. 50. I mean, and it's like, what is your look? So it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do you. How you gonna do you? Now, if something that calls for it, you go to an event and it calls for formal wear or whatever, then I can see that. But
Yeah,
who you are every day, it shouldn't be represented because somebody else says this or whatever. It's about you.
it's about you.
How
Well,
you
on
do
that note,
you.
I hope that this couple, I hope that this person, we got off track a little bit, but
No, it all relates to each
it
other.
all relates.
It all relates.
The looking, and Cordell help us bring up the correlation between women and men. And when you see somebody that is looking a certain way, how do you feel about that? How do women respond? What are women doing? What are men doing? So that was good. Good stuff. Now, one more thing I want to talk about is, some people go to the pawn shop and they buy jewelry, they buy stuff.
Mhm.
I've seen some nice stuff in the pawn shop, especially some old school stuff that's
No,
like, wow, 'cause
My TV came from the pawn shop.
Hey, pawn shops is selling new
This
jewelry
55
now.
inch came from the pawn
pawn
shop.
shop got some nice jewelry in there.
They
They got
selling
some
new jewelry now.
TVs and computers too, all that stuff. But if somebody got an engagement ring from the pawn shop, is this tacky or cheap?
Yeah, how many carats
Would
is
you
that
be
much?
upset to know that they got your ring from the pawn shop? This is for the men and the women. If she got your ring from pawn and you got her ring from the pawn, would that make you feel some kind of way?
Check this out.
First of all, I feel like the engagement ring is supposed to be just a ring to let it be known that y'all are about to get married. And I don't really think you're supposed to be spending a whole bunch of money on that ring. That's just me
Sometimes
personally.
they come in a set. So the for the woman, you get the band and you get the ring. So when you engage her, you put on the engagement ring, and then when you get married, you slide on the other ring.
Yeah, I'm like, I think that's a bit much. Because
what you think it should just be one ring?
Yeah, some people are like that, where they just like, look, this is just a symbol of our love. We about to get married. Now, when it's time for the wedding ring, okay, you got to spend a little bit more money on that one. Okay, you might have to do some payments on that one. That's
but the man don't wear an engagement ring.
You do the payments on the engagement. The wedding band is usually the cheapest band because you can go buy the engagement.
If you don't buy a set, you can just buy a single ring.
Yeah, but it depends on where you go, because some places you can get a band, but you'll be ordering it separately, and they'll get it to fit that. They'll get it like if it got an insert cut or whatever, they'll fit it. But originally or traditionally, it's supposed to be a percentage of what you make, of what a man makes. So it used to be
Lord.
Out the quarter.
If he ain't making hardly nothing, what you supposed to do?
But the thing is this: you can have a half a carat from Crescent Jewelers, or you can have 2 carats from Johnny's Pawn Shop.
Or you could always go get
the resale, because we can always take them 2 carats, try to do something with it, and go buy a brand new 1 carat.
You could always get it updated later, just like you could renew the vows later. You could come on now.
Come on. Once you go booyah, they go, oh my God. Yeah, that's a 2 carats right there, girl. 2 fat solitaires. Man, just waiting on you. They say, you got it from where? No, you need to go get me another ring. You go, booyah. I spent the same amount like I spent on that 2 carats, the same amount. But this is what you got. You got this half with these chips that's going around. So you got a quarter solitaire with a half in chips. With another
should it matter where you got it from?
No, it's all what you mean.
Should you even have to tell them where you got it from?
No, you shouldn't.
It depends on the woman you dealing with. And if your woman is tripping like that, you don't need to be messing with her. Because it's all about taking care of your business, not worrying about spending millions of dollars on something that is going to either lose value or ain't going to make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because then not only are you gonna have to spend on the rings, you gotta pay for the wedding, you gotta pay for the catering, the DJ,
Nowadays, people
the
doing nanu weddings, micro
honeymoon.
weddings,
You
and it's
gotta do.
costing little or nothing. And you get food included.
I mean,
Richmond Country Club is doing them. You can go do a $2,500 wedding with some finger foods.
That's what I'm talking
wow.
about. You got to think smart. It's just
You
a,
know,
just a
people.
celebration of coming together around family,
I need to
a
figure
few
out how to
family
get
and
in on that
friends. That's
market.
all it
On the
is.
side note,
Say
Huh?
what?
I need to figure out how to get in on that market. What the DJ service is looking like with that?
Yeah, you look at these venues. A lot of people right now, they're doing they're some aren't as big. San Francisco is having so many weddings. It's ridiculous at City Hall.
Okay,
You
put me
got
up on
people
game real
who
quick.
are doing them. You got people, like I say, are doing the micro and nanu weddings, and you got
Okay,
people who are doing the they call them the confidential weddings or whatever. You know, where it's just the minister or justice peace and them too. You don't even need a witness for them type of weddings. You know, that type of service rather. And
Mhm.
so a lot of people are not. You have people who are doing a lot of what they call them, what they call it, not backdrop weddings or whatever, where
I don't know.
they want that scenery like the sunset in the background
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that, you
okay,
know, and then people are, but when they're really putting money, a lot of people are doing them abroad weddings. I know
okay.
this one girl a couple years ago. She got married, invited everybody, and she got married over in India somewhere.
Oh
You
wow.
know, they have the what she had the wedding over there. I forgot where it was. In Dubai. Where she get married? No, she got married somewhere, but that's where they wanted to have the wedding. But
Wow.
then they came right on back to America.
It's what you two want,
You
and
know,
it's
so a
not
lot of
about the
people was
spending of
like,
the money.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
about
that's really what I was trying to get at. It should be about what y'all want because this is how y'all feel about each other, and it should feel special. And a ring shouldn't come between that.
Oh, the ring
mhm,
shouldn't. I mean, you should. You know, you pretty much develop knowing of the person's taste. I mean, it wouldn't bother me if it came from a pawn shop, if it was a nice ring from a pawn shop, especially an old school nice. You know, when I get my jewelry, I go to the gift center in San Francisco. I got a guy
yeah,
I
the
deal
gift
with.
center.
I get them wholesale. You
Hmm.
can get a 2 carat. You can get a 2-3 carat ring that's gonna cost double that out in the stores for less,
Hmm.
and they be
Okay.
beautiful, crystal
What's the
clear.
man's name at the gift
Yeah,
center?
all you got to do is pay for
I
your
go to
setting.
Diamond Heights. His name is Ellie.
You pay for your setting and
His name is
everything.
Ellie.
Ellie,
Yeah,
Ellie.
we go to the
Okay.
gift store as well. So you pay for
Yeah,
your settings. It's about your cut,
yeah. The
and it's
type of
still cheaper.
stone.
You get a
Yeah,
princess cut, and it still be cheaper. And
yeah,
you go some places try to get a princess, and their clarity is good.
yeah.
Even what's the other place? The Diamond Center.
That's where I go in San Francisco, the one on 7th and Brandon.
Yeah, yeah. You can't go wrong. Sure.
I just call the guy and say, look, give me a pass at the door. I'm on my way. And I've upgraded rings. I've had rings that had little stones, and I put another big, maybe a 2 carat on there. Boom, the whole ring just popped. So it's all kinds of stuff you could do. And it just depends on the person, and what it is you're looking for. But the ring is not the reason. And if they do go to because some people pawn some real nowadays with everything folks got going on, they be pawning great grandmama stuff that
Oh wow.
they didn't stole
So,
it and pawned it and they can't get it back out, and you be running across some good
mhm.
stuff.
I was at the pawn shop on Mission because I went there to see if I can find a little docking station,
Mm-hmm.
for some display ports. And I was like, let me see if they got them because they had all them computers and stuff all in the window. So I could get up in there, and I was just looking because they was helping somebody. They had new jewelry in there.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
dang.
but they had some stuff in there. You don't know if that's old school out, but boy, it was on and popping. Watches sitting up there, and they got them back up in the.
Rolexes,
They got
Rolex
everything
watches,
up in there.
all that.
Shoot, look here. The guy I used to gamble with, he used to pawn his car up in Reno. 'Cause he played that power guy. Was an Asian dude. He played that power guy, and one power guy was like almost like playing poker in that type of game. Instead for with poker, we bluff. American poker with them, they intimidate. So when they would make big bets like
Hey, you
10,000,
using big
20,000,
words. Excuse me, you using big words like you got a situation.
who
You know all about that poker.
power guy.
Yeah, Pagal.
Power guy.
Japanese.
I
And
never
he
heard
would
about that.
he would pawn his car and stuff up there in Reno. It'd be like, hey, can you ride with me to Reno
Oh,
so I
he
can go
had a
get my
gambling
car?
addiction.
So I go get my car.
He had a
And
gambling addiction.
but I'm just saying, people will pawn and people will take whatever it is you got. And you be surprised, like JJ said, he got his monitor from there. Well, you got your TV or your monitor?
His TV.
This is my computer monitor and my TV. I got it hooked up to everything.
See,
So I got
Wow.
I got my Roku, I got my Xfinity box hooked up to it, and my computer hooked up to it.
And it's been working fine since you bought it.
Yeah, it passed the 6-month test. I've had it a whole year now.
Did you get a good deal?
Yeah, I only paid $250 for it.
Wow. Wow, that's a steal. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to the pawn shop soon. I gotta go look for some stuff.
ain't nothing wrong with the pawn shop.
I'm going to
No,
the jewelry
yeah.
section
And the
too.
pawn
'Cause I
shop
may
let you
find
do
me some
layaway. Pawn shop
gold
let you do
earrings. Let me tell y'all something. Don't look. Do you? We just had to
Pawn
bring
shop.
that up. I'm gonna wrap it up because we are at our time, you guys. It
Okay.
is time to
Yeah.
Wrap
say
it up.
that
Wrap
we
it up.
enjoyed everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you
Wrap
for
it
joining
up.
in tonight for the Donna Smith Table Talk Show. My panel, I want to thank you guys again. John, JJ, Ben, wherever you at, Ben.
He here. He there. He just put it-
Dale, thank you so much for chiming in, giving me some of you guys time, giving everybody your time. This is what we do every Sunday. Next Sunday we will be here. What's going on? What's the date next Sunday? Ain't no holidays or nothing, right?
Next Sunday is the 23rd.
I think it's all good. We're gonna be
I got a
back.
birthday coming up, 26.
Oh,
Y'all
wow.
gonna notice when y'all
26
wake
of
up
what?
of April.
April.
When y'all, oh, you wrong.
What
Huh?
holiday coming up on the 26th of April?
His
Johnny Dollar
birthday.
Day. Johnny
birthday.
Dollar Day. Johnny Dollar Day.
Is that your birthday?
Johnny Dollar Day is the next holiday coming.
Your birthday is April 26th?
I'm not even gonna share that discussion.
You a Taurus.
I'm not gonna go into that discussion.
Why did I think your birthday was in May?
I don't know. I never thought your birthday wasn't in January.
You know what? You try to be funny. Let me write that down. Oh, John got a birthday, April 26th.
See how folks get down.
Why y'all didn't
It
say
goes
nothing?
back. It goes
JJ,
back
you
to
knew.
that
Why you didn't
discussion.
say that?
It goes
No, I
back to
didn't
that
know.
discussion.
You know what? I only go off of Facebook. When Facebook reminds you, that's how I'm able to. That's why I'm able.
I really thought that last year his birthday was in May, but I don't know.
Yeah, I used to remember everybody's birthdays. I got so much other stuff to remember. I still remember phone numbers from when I was a kid. This brain is clogged up.
John, you got a birthday coming up real quick, so.
But you know, no, we ain't gonna discuss that.
Oh, you know
What we doing for your birthday?
Yeah,
what we doing for your birthday?
Shit, I be at work.
Hey, I get it.
You back full time now, brother?
But I worked one time.
I'll be at work. I'll be at
yes.
work.
Oh, you know what? We got to go. We got to go. Thank y'all. We just kept talking.
We'll talk forever.
Everybody know John's birthday is the 26th, but we gonna be back
Not
here.
everybody know.
So we gonna sing happy birthday to him on Sunday the 23rd.
Yes,
For real,
sure is.
for real.
You didn't know.
We thank you guys for being a part of what we do. We'll see you next week.